Hello and welcome to Mr. Photoshop. In this episode I'm going to show you how to add curves adjustments to your Photoshop work. First things first, you need to open a image up into your workspace. I'm going to use MiniBridge to do this. If you don't know how to use this, you go to File and then Browse in MiniBridge, and it'll bring this dialog box up at the bottom of your screen, and it'll allow you to look through your work here. You just drag one up into your workspace, fit it to the screen so you can see as much of it as possible. First things first, I'm going to show you why I chose this image in particular. First of all, there is areas over here on the left, and also areas on the right in this bush and under these panels here, which are quite dark, and a lot of the detail has been taken away by shadow. There's also this cloud up here which is quite overexposed, as well as this top of the building here and a little bit in these fountains. Okay, so what you want to do is add a curves adjustment to fix the colour in the image. You can do this in two ways. The destructive way, which would edit the actual image itself, which would be image adjustments and then curves. But I'm going to use a non-destructive methods by using an adjustment layer. If you can't see the adjustments layer box here, go to Windows and then click to add the adjustments panel, and then you'll see it. And then you want to select the one that looks like this. It's called curves. This will bring up a box that looks like this, and it will have a line from left to right, bottom to top, which is what you use to edit. And then underneath it will have a diagram, which is a visual representation of the pixels that you currently have on the screen. First of all, I'm going to fix the highlights in the image because I think they're a little bit too bright and they're draining out a little bit of detail in the cloud and in the fountain and things like that. So to grab highlights, you want to go to the right hand side of the dialog box, because that's where highlights are, and you want to drag this down a little bit to reduce the brightness and overexposedness of this part of the picture. As you can see, that's fixed a lot of the whites and revealed some detail in the fountain and in the cloud. It's also dragged down the shadows because this part of the line here has dipped downwards. Okay, so now you want to fix the shadows, and the shadows are fixed using the left hand side of the line because that's where shadows are situated. Okay, so I want to grab a point somewhere near the bottom left, and I want to drag it up because I want to lighten up some of the shadows. Okay, what that's done is it's exposed a lot of the detail on the left in this bush under here and on the right hand side of the image that you can't see. What this has done as well though is it's dragged the middle part of the line up a little part. So what we're going to do is fix that by grabbing somewhere in the middle and moving it around until you get a look that you like. And that's there. So the mid-tones, which are situated in the middle of the line, are now fixed to how I like them. I'll just show you the before and after so you can see what's changed in the image. That's before, it's very bright and over exposed, and it's also got a lot of shadows there which are too dark, hiding a lot of detail. And now as you can see, it looks a lot more real, a lot more natural. Okay, another thing that you can do using curves is adjust the colours so you can give it a vintage feel. Okay, like in the apps Instagram on iPhone and Android phones. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer of curves on top. Okay, which will open the box again. So what you want to do is, instead of using the RGB option here, you want to individually edit the red, green and blue like separately. So first of all, you want to grab the reds and you want to drag that up and to the left, which is going to add reds in the shadows, the midtones and the highlights by raising the bar all over. Okay, what you want to do now is go into the greens and you want to increase the greens in the shadows a little bit and just drop them down a little bit in the highlights. Okay, and finally what you want to do is you want to grab the blues and you want to do the opposite, and you want to darken them in the shadows, sorry, and up them in the highlights. Okay, what this is going to do is it's going to give you a vintage look on your image, as if it was taken on an old camera. Okay, I'm just going to show you the difference between the natural look and the old school vintage look. Okay, there's one more thing. If you want to make it look like an Instagram image, you want to right click and duplicate your background layer just so you don't damage the actual image. Okay, and you want to go up here to filter and you want to use the lens correction. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add a vignette. So you choose custom, and then you come down to the vignette options here, and you want to drag the vignette on to the left until you're happy with the look of it. I'm going to go to about -70 because I'm liking the look of that here. I'm going to click OK, and as you can see, that's given it a very nice old school look. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these separately, the steps that we went through to correct this image and make it look old school again, just to clarify the steps. Okay, first of all, you've added a curves adjustment here to correct the colour. Then you've added another curves adjustment to give it the old school theme, make all the colours look like it was taken on a vintage camera. And then finally you've added a vignette to finalise the look, which is going to make it look a lot like the images that you see on Instagram. Okay, I hope you liked the tutorial. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, and there'll be a lot more tutorials on the way. Thank you and goodbye.